Hi, I am Contagion, and I have a broken back. You probably clicked on this video because you saw that it is about ALIF surgery, and I am going to be getting it in about 7 weeks' time. Last week I got the news, was not expecting that news, so I thought I'd make a few videos, make a whole series out of it actually. I am actually an excellent candidate for it because of where the damage is to my back. The prognosis is really good, but it's back surgery, so it's a little scary. So I intend to min-max the ever-loving crap out of this. My goal here is to make a series showing my preparation for the surgery itself, recovery, and rebuilding until hopefully I surpass my current self. But let's start from the beginning. I'll tell you my history. I have a fracture on my pars bone on my L5S1 facet joint. This happened likely in adolescence. It is a congenital defect, so I actually think I can pinpoint when it happened because in my teenage years, for one day, I had a severe lower back pain and I could not stand up straight. I had to take the day off school. Next day I was fine. So likely my young virile musculature made up for that, and I thought nothing of it. Fast forward all the way to 2011. I got my first inkling of sciatica. I didn't even know what it was at the time. I was like, what is this weird discomfort in the back of my leg? Did a little bit of internet research, found some piriformis stretches, fixed the problem entirely. I didn't have to think about it again until 2016 when it flared up really badly and each step kind of hurt. Corticosteroid injections in my lower back. Once again, problem fixed. Fast forward to 2021, it flared up really badly, not too long after I got my PR deadlift, 405 pounds. So did that contribute to it? Maybe, but it also was inevitable anyway, given the congenital defect. It got to the point where I could not drive my Mazda Speed Miata, which I love that car, without pain. Thankfully, I found an amazing physical therapist I was able with his help to fix the problem entirely one more time with exercises. So for years I was good. If it flared up, I would just do the exercises, it would come back down. So if that big deadlift hurt it, the PT helped. Either way, kind of balances out, I think. Fast forward to last year, it came back with a vengeance. I rode in my Miata with the girlfriend up to the Gap, Tail of the Dragon, and even though it was a fun time, I was in pain for a lot of it, and did the PT exercises. They weren't helping. I gave myself a month this year of dedicated PT exercises twice a day to try to resolve the problem. Wasn't helping, so I saw my physical therapist again. He updated some of the exercises I should be doing, but even he was like, "Dude, I think this is degeneration. Like, it might be permanent, but you can make it a little better." So I kept doing his exercises, but the trajectory was downward, worse and worse. It's to the point now where almost all the time I feel something. Now I'm not like in major pain like a lot of people who get back surgery are, but so imagine I went to the doctor, got an X-ray, and they're like potential pars defects. I was like, what does that even mean? Well, it means I know what's up. It means now when I see the specialist, which I was scheduled for after an MRI, they're going to say, this is what's up. We can get specific PT for you in particular. I was thinking I'd go to the specialist last Thursday and get an epidural and a prescription for like really targeted PT that was going to fix the problem permanently. Come to find out, yeah, no, that break that's happened, it's only going to get worse over time. The PT I have done has like helped to make it improve the trajectory slowly, but like inevitably, that's where it's going. So yeah, surgery is the one and only fix for this problem. Fortunately for me, it is very likely to completely cure my sciatica. Because the bottom joint of my lumbar spine is moving forward. It's going to continue to do so, and it's pushing up on my sciatic nerve. This is going to realign everything and fuse it with that L5S1, giving the nerves a nice clean path to go through. The doctor said for me in particular, like I'll probably lose maybe 5% mobility, but I've already lost some mobility due to the break and the degeneration. So I might not even notice it. I'm a little skeptical of that claim, but we'll see. So yeah, that gets us back to where we are now. I have decided to min-max the ever-loving crap out of this because we'll just call it my present autistic hyperfocus. Like, getting over the fact that I had to get surgery when I was expecting some kind of non-invasive alternative has been a journey so far. And I feel like I can present this information. It's not medical advice. Please, if you're going through something like this, see your doctor. Everyone's case is unique, and I don't want to tell you what to do with yours. Your doctor will know best. So I'm going to go over my plan. I'm going to go over what I expect, what I'm hoping for, and just hopefully it'll help. The information will help everyone else along. And if nothing else, it'll serve as something for me to look back on. So it's a 4-phase plan. Phase 1, right now, I'm going to maximize my strength and VO2 max pre-surgery. I'm a pretty athletic individual. In fact, my VO2 max peaked in August at 54 and I'm a 41-year-old man. I'll be 42 in December. And when I get the surgery, yeah, I'll be 42. So I'm like in the top 5% of people my age. I recently got bacterial pneumonia, so it's presently downward trajectory, but it looks like it's going to bottom out at 51. I want to get that back up. I've put together a um, upper lower split. I'm going to be working as much of my musculature as possible, just building myself up, because the idea is I'm going to lose a lot of it. The goal here is to make it so that I am coming down from a very high level of fitness to a relatively high level of fitness when all is said and done. Naturally, if my strength were low going into it, it's only going to get a whole lot lower. So maybe once I'm fully healed, I'll still be stronger than I would have been otherwise. That's the goal. In this workout plan, deadlifts are a no-go, back squats are a no-go. I will go over the details of the workout plan in subsequent videos, but I'm also going to min-max my diet, going to have very high protein, naturally 1 pound per gram of body weight. That's going to continue all the way up until the end of phase 4. But probably lower fat, moderate carb. I want to give myself all the energy I need. Eucaloric or slightly hypercaloric. I'm not trying to lose weight right now. I'm trying to build as much muscle as possible. So phase 2 begins right after the surgery. It is the recovery phase, and it's probably going to be the longest one because before I can do any real physical work, I have to wait on the bones to fuse. So even if I feel great, like I cannot push myself at all. My goal will be to do the absolute maximum amount of physical activity allowed by the doctor. I'm not going to exceed that. I have been advised by several people that I need to follow the doctor's advice to the letter. I'm going to ask him to take my physical health into account, like the fact that I am an athletic individual. Maybe I can push a little bit more than the normal person, but I'm following his advice. That said, I don't care how much pain I'm going to be in. I intend to walk. I intend to move. I intend to do everything I can to speed recovery along, help that bone get growing, and to get to where I need to be. I will have a supplement regimen. I'll get into that in another video, but I'm researching literally everything right now. We're talking about collagen, ashwagandha, D3, magnesium, but I need to look into everything and possible detriments before I decide what I'm going to do permanently. Phase 3. So once I'm able to exercise, once again, it's all about rebuilding. I need to lay down a new foundation. Even if I've lost 5% mobility from this surgery, like movement patterns are going to have to be relearned with my new limitations in mind. And so exciting, like I will have a strong foundation, which I'll get into in a minute, but like we're talking about maybe walking, pool work, lifting, like with like light weights, learning the movement patterns, retraining my mind, and eventually running. Phase 4, the most exciting phase. Once the bones have melded and welded and fused, that's the word. You got there after our 3 tries. After the bones have fully fused and I have full medical clearance, I want to surpass the level of fitness I'm at now. And this is what excites me most. I'm not going to lie, I'm terrified. Anyone who's getting back surgery and isn't terrified, you might want to get your head checked. You're missing something there. But the prognosis is good. I'm attacking it with all the thoughtfulness I can. But like for my whole adult life, I've been on a shaky foundation and I didn't even know it. Every squat, every deadlift, it felt like my body was about to break. And I just thought that was normal. You know, it's like, well, you're lifting heavy weight. What do you expect? Like, no, you have a whole bunch of small musculature here trying to prevent that sloppy disc from moving around. That's going to be gone. It's all going to be fused. So in theory, I should feel stronger than I ever have. Running for the past couple years, running like my hamstrings felt like they were going to explode. I actually thought like I was going to have a hamstring injury until I realized, nope, it's just the sciatica. And it's only gotten worse. But like with the strong foundation, my running should get better too. Naturally, I'm going to have to rebuild my VO2 max again. But once I do, like the biomechanics should improve a lot. So yeah, goal here, make a video series showing it all. The progression to the surgery, up through the surgery, recovery from it, rebuilding, and surpassing my previous self. If I hope you join me for it. I hope it provides some people with some good information, some encouragement. And again, everyone's case is different, so please, like, don't take what I say as like the gold standard or anything. I'm just doing what I know to do. And that's pretty much all I've got for this video. I didn't know if I wanted to make a YouTube series, but I was like, you know what? I haven't done YouTube in a while, and this is probably the best way I could right now. I'm going to be down for a while anyway. I'm going to be on disability. So why not make YouTube videos documenting my recovery and hopefully helping some people in the process, hopefully alleviating some fears. So yeah, subsequent videos, I'll talk about the workout plan. I will talk about the surgery specifics, like how they go in anteriorly and all that stuff. I've had 2 hernia repairs before. One was not laparoscopic. That sucked. And one was laparoscopic and it was amazing. So I'm expecting this surgery to be somewhere in between those two, except the whole tearing my back apart thing. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Feel free to leave a comment. I'll reply to everyone who respectfully leaves something. And as an aside, Extra Life is not over. Me and my brother raise money for children in hospitals, Atlanta, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. If you would like to be a part of that, I'm leaving my Twitch link below. We are going to announce another stream here shortly. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's great to raise money for a good cause. I don't touch any of it. Just thought I'd throw that plug in there since it's for a good cause and not for me. Thank you so much for watching this, and look forward to doing more videos. Not looking forward to get my back ripped open, but I am looking forward to being bigger, faster, and stronger than I've ever been on a solid foundation. Anyway, and driving my Miata without pain. Oh my God. Anyway, see y'all in the next video. Bye.